Hello, my name's Adam Ashcroft, and today I'm going to show you how to improve your port bras. So first of all, you need to be able to get the positions. So if you're already struggling problems with the positions, then this will be our number one thing we're going to be worrying about. So yeah, I'll go through the positions. So bra bar, you want to try to think that your elbows are as to the side as possible. So you don't want to be bringing this in like this. You want to have maybe like 1 or 2 inches underneath your armpit. So you don't want your elbow to be too close to your body like that. If you make it bigger, wider like this, then you'll look more powerful and stronger. So you want to make a circle here. So you don't want to be too long. You don't want to be too short like this. You want it around hip height, maybe bit lower than hip height, about here. Shoulders down. You want to feel like your back is pulling down and inwards. So it's like this. Hopefully that makes sense. It's pretty much bra bar. And in first position, it's kind of a similar idea. You want to imagine you're hugging a tree. So lots of space in here, this area. Same thing, elbows to the side as much as you can. You don't want to droop the hands here. You don't want to droop the elbows, so the elbows are literally as lifted as possible, and then the hands are kind of also as lifted as possible. I can't lift them any further than that. And then the height of the arm, you want to be in between the dip in your chest, so underneath your rib cage, like in the middle here. This is the highest you want it to be, and the lowest you want it to be is the belly button. So you've got kind of this range, here and here. So you have to do a little bit of experimenting with that, see what looks best on you. But I usually recommend going for lower rather than higher. You can change it up maybe for pirouettes, but in your positions, it looks a bit better, in my opinion, that it's lower. So that's bra bar, first position. Second position, pretty much the same idea. So rotating your arm inwards as much as possible. So the elbow is as high as it can possibly be. You don't want the line to be broken with the hand dropping down. So keep the line as much as you can. You don't want the thumb to be out, so bring the thumb in. Same kind of feeling as this and this, except for, of course, your elbows are more extended. And then again, same, shoulders down. It's pretty much that. And then fifth position, just adjust the camera. So fifth position. Hopefully it's good. Okay. Fifth position. Okay, so there's different schools. So I got taught in school to put it like the position a little bit above, in front of my body. But then I also got taught in different companies to put it straight above my head. And I prefer for the position to be above my head because it looks bigger from far away. The position looks longer here than it does here from far away. And also when I'm doing pirouettes, when I'm turning, it's directly like one line here, rather than it being a little bit out of line, and then I have to kind of work harder or compensate in some area of my body. I like to put my fifth position above my head, and same goes for fourth. I prefer here than here, but both are right, so you can pick one or the other. The idea of fifth position is exactly the same as bra bar, first position. Fifth position is just above your head, but it's still shoulders down, elbows to the side, and then as much space here as possible. So similar to there, here. So you don't want to be here in your fifth position, and you don't want it to be too small. You want a good amount of space on each side of your head. Fifth position is a little bit variable. So if you've got shorter arms, then I guess you want it to be longer, like that. And if you've got longer arms, then I guess you'd want it to be like a bit more wide, like that. but you have to experiment with that as well. So that's grab bar, first, second, and fifth. Yeah, third and fourth, it's just mixes of first, second, and fifth. So you can work all of this stuff. So that's the fifth arm, second arm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so as you go from one position to another, a lot of students, including me when I was a student, but even now I'm still a bit stiff, a lot of students go straight from second to first like that. Straight like that. But that doesn't really create like a fluid movement. So if I was going to go from second to fifth, I could go straight like that, or I could do that. So I could think like wrist and then fingers at the end. And yeah, it makes a huge difference. So let's just say we're going to go from first to second. You could go straight like this, or you could think wrist and then finger, and then coming back would be wrist and then finger. So it's like this, kind of like a brush, rather than just going straight. Yeah, and that applies to kind of all the positions. So if you've got your hand on the bar and you just want to breathe out, you don't want to breathe out with like a straight arm like this. You want it to kind of ripple out the energy from your torso. So you breathe in. So you breathe in. And the energy comes from the torso through the arm. So it goes elbow, wrist, finger, so like that. And then in. So the opposite way is similar to this movement. If you've ever done that in like breakdancing, or if you've ever done swan arms or blue boat arms, this idea of elbow, wrist, finger is what creates the fluidity in the movement. So yeah, I guess we should kind of focus that. So just do this with me now if you're watching this video. Okay, and then I know it's really kind of uncomfortable because you have to go to the maximum here and then sort of there and then maximum here, there, to make it like that. But you'll work out what looks best on your body. Anyway, so yeah, same idea. So breathe in, and then it's elbow, wrist, finger, coming back, elbow, wrist, finger. So in, there, there. And then if you're doing your demi-pliés, same idea. And then remember, don't allow this part to be small. So you don't want the arm to come into here. You want to keep, although you're bringing your elbow down to do the wrist to the finger, you still want to keep space here. So it's like there, space, space, space. So it'll look a lot worse if you're here. Yeah, you get it. Let me just check the time. Yeah, we're doing good. Okay, so yeah, elbow, wrist, finger. This is all making sense. And then of course you have to like use the head whenever you're doing port de bras. It's like part of port de bras. So you've got eyes, head, and arms. So if you're gonna say chassé forward, you're looking into the hand, and then you're coming out like that. And if you miss the head, so it's just arm, that's like a third of port de bras. So yes, yes, yes. What else is there? Yeah, so there's a port one. Oh, so twisting of the body. So Americans are generally really good at this because they have lots of these kind of stretched out positions. So this is especially at center. Maybe at bar you don't do it so much because you have to be kind of warming everything up. But in center, you want to make yourself look as long as possible to the audience, generally. So if you're doing tendus here, and they say put yourself in third position, you want to think longer than the third position, so the more here, rather than just here. And in school, I was always here, but then when you get into a company, you realize that the audience will appreciate the longer positions more. So same here or here. Arabesque as well, you want to twist this way, not just keep in this position. Fully twist. It doesn't mean that you allow your shoulder to get out of the socket. You don't want to be here. you really want to keep still there, but you're twisting here. And it works for all these positions. So if you're going to go into, what is this? I don't know, 4th position with your arm on your shoulder, I'm not sure, you would twist here. So if you finish a pirouette, you don't want to come down just like this, you want to be here to make that position longer. This is a little bit off topic for port de bras, maybe, but yeah, we've got this, so this is probably the most important thing. This, and then we've got the twisting, and then using your head. So if you do turning to the front, you're looking 45 degrees, or if you're Russian, 90 degrees, turn to the side, flat, straight, turn to the back, there. But if you're going to use your arm, you don't want your arm, if your arm's supposed to come first fit, you don't want your arm to just go there. You want it to go there and there. And then as it's coming down, you don't want it to just come down like that. You want it to be wrist and then finger. And as you're coming, say you're going to do an arabesque, you're going to come in wrist and then wrist, finger. So wrist into first, wrist into arabesque. Wrist into first, wrist into second. Okay, pretty much it. That must be, I think, most of what you need to know for port de bras. If you have any questions and stuff, just either comment on YouTube or Instagram, or send me a message on YouTube or Instagram. Okay, hopefully this was helpful for you. Have a good day.